Hello. Today you'll be taking the 12th grade benchmark assessment. This video is part of that assessment. For this portion of the test, you will be watching a video of author William Faulkner addressing the graduating class of University High School in 1951. You will then answer a question addressing the central themes of his speech. The later portion of the video, where Faulkner himself is speaking, comes from a documentary on Faulkner. Since his speech has been somewhat edited for the documentary, I will be reading the first two paragraphs of the speech. The video will then continue with Mr. Faulkner's reading. The video took some editing, so I thank you for your patience. Good luck. The directions are as follows. Listen to the video of William Faulkner's address to the graduating class, University High School, Oxford, Mississippi, May 28, 1951. As you listen, follow along and mark the text you have been given. Years ago, before any of you were born, a wise Frenchman said, "If youth knew, if age could." We all know what he meant. That when you are young, you have the power to do anything, but you don't know what to do. Then, when you have got old and experience and observation have taught you answers, you are tired, frightened. You don't care. You want to be left alone as long as you yourself are safe. You no longer have the capacity or the will to grieve over any wrongs but your own. So you young men and women in this room tonight, and in thousands of other rooms, like this one about the earth today, have the power to change the world. Rid it forever of war and injustice and suffering, provided you know how, know what to do. And so, according to the old Frenchman, since you can't know what to do because you are young, then anyone standing here with a head full of white hair should be able to tell you.
What threatens us today is fear. Not the atom bomb, nor even fear. Because if the bomb fell on Oxford tonight, all it could do would be to kill us, which is nothing. Since in doing that, it would have robbed itself of its only power over us, which is fear, the being afraid of it. Our danger is not that. Our danger is in the forces in the world today which are trying to use man's fear to rob him of his individuality, his soul. Trying to reduce him to an unthinking mass by fear and bribery. Giving him free food which he has not earned, easy and valueless money which he has not worked for. That is what we must resist if we are to change the world for man's peace and security. It is not men in the mass who can and will save man. It is man himself, created in the image of God, so that he shall have the power and the will to choose right from wrong, and so be able to save himself because he is worth saving. Man, the individual, men and women, who will refuse always to be tricked, or frightened, or bribed into surrendering, not just the right, but the duty too, to choose between justice and injustice, courage and cowardice, sacrifice and greed, pity and self, who will believe always not only in the right of man to be free of injustice and rapacity and deception, but the duty and responsibility of man to see that justice is due and pity and compassion are done. So never be afraid to raise your voice to honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If you, not just you in this room tonight, but in all the thousands of other rooms like this one about the world today and tomorrow and next week, will do this, not as a class of classes, but as individuals, men and women, you will change the earth. In one generation, all the Napoleons and Hitlers and Caesars and Mussolinis and Stalins and all the other cowards who want power and aggrandizement, and all the simple politicians and time servers who themselves are merely baffled or ignorant or afraid,